Got 1,000 hair products and you still got hair problems and you don't know which way to turn. You don't know what you deserve. Let's talk hair. I got what you deserve. Let's talk hair. Let's talk hair. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Talk hair. Let's talk hair. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Let's talk hair.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Welcome to Let's Talk Hair. I have questions up because today's topic is just going to be a great. I want you guys involved, and I say that a lot. And we want to get the same and different people to have an opinion. So on Talk Hair to me, we want to stir things up and give you all the actual information that you need, because we want you all to keep the conversation going in relationship to actually having the stylist that you desire, that you need. And we need you to exercise your right. And hairstylists, I know a lot of times we need you to communicate with your client and your customer to make sure that you're getting exactly what you need from the communication that you need from your customer. So we want to bridge that gap. So this is not a show where we're trying to go in and talk about one or another, but we're just trying to make sure that the communication is open between stylist and the customer. So does your stylist focus on your your needs? So does that happen? Are we focusing on the needs? What can we do about that? So if you're out there, come on and let me know that you're in on the conversation. Let me know that you're ready to get things going, because there are so many types of hairstylists, barbers that are out there, and we need that communication. And a lot of times, there's so many different reasons why we, as salon professionals or the everyday customer, where we are just not getting the communication or the right answers. Have you ever gone to a doctor's office and you left kind of like, oh, you just felt that once you got in the car and you cranked the car up, I should have asked this question, or I should have said something, more than what I said. So let me know you're out there and just say hi, just say hi. And this is a topic where you should ask your questions. So getting started, how to choose the perfect hairstylist. When you're getting started out there, first of all, decide what is it that you need from a hairstylist. That particular, you're there for the cut, the color, and a healthy hair? Or are you there just to find someone who can just do basic things and you don't really have anything that you really want? You just say, well, I just want to look decent. I want to look good, at work. My wants and my needs are very minimum. I don't really care about that. So do you even care about how you're looking? Hello, Yolanda Jones. How you doing? So, Yolanda, we're talking about are you getting what you need or you want from your hairstylist? I don't think that there will be a lot of people out there wearing protective styles, they would be wearing more so their hair if they were getting what they need. So choosing the right hairstylist is phenomenal for doing the research, knowing exactly what you're looking for first. Now we have the platform of social media where we can actually go to social media and and see what kind of work before we even get in the salon, and also doing a consultation first. That's another key thing of finding the right hairstylist, by even saying, do you even do consultations? And if they say, well, no, we don't do consultations, you just make the appointment, come in, we'll just make it work. Well, that's not the stylist. If you're really looking for something, um, and you're looking for your hair to go to the next level, if your hair is falling out, why would you go to someone who invests in glue? Huh? Because we know that that person is going to choose weave, or let's do something quick, or let's do whatever we have to do. Make sure you're asking the right questions. Do you further? Do you do any educational classes? Do you attend any? Do you go to any hair shows, or what is it? Ask them their specialty. What is your specialty? And then how do you go about your specialty? Do you treat the hair? Do you what do you do? So question number one is how to choose the perfect hairstylist. Know exactly who you're talking to. And just to see the chemistry about, like, how is the chemistry? Like, are you all feeling each other? Make sure that you're feeling each other. Make sure that the chemistry is there, and that make sure that when you leave, don't choose them as your stylist the first visit. Make sure that's the interview. Write down some things that you're looking at, and that you want, and just ask random questions. Just go, okay, okay, and just kind of go through those questions. Okay, number two, big mistakes clients make. Oh, y'all didn't think y'all made mistakes? Yes. Type in the chat if you can type in mean a good mistake that clients can make. Anybody out there want some good mistakes that clients can make? I see you. I want you to type in the chat the mistakes that clients can make, and you are the customer of what they can make. So until then, I would tell you right off bat some mistakes that clients can make. Um, it would be choosing someone and knowing that it's not particularly what you're looking for, but you jump in head first and you just start. You don't ask a lot of questions. You don't require anything. You just say, well, I love the price. You go straight into what the price is. And also, another mistake is not really choosing a person like with your location. Make sure that you're in the safest location, and ask questions. Google, like, how much crime is in the area, and make sure that you're safe first of all. And also, another thing is make sure that you another mistake you can make is just not asking or caring about what products that's being used on your head. What is the what are we using on my hair? And asking those questions. When you don't ask, you do not get those answers that you're looking for. And also, catching an attitude is another mistake you make over communication. And you go straight to the attitude because of what happened to you in the past, instead of going to what actually is going on in the now. Treating the hairstylist as if they were the ones that mistreated you is one thing, They're not the ones that mistreated you. So you have to be, a mistake is just judging that person based upon someone else's mistake and not judging them based upon what's before you. You judging them because of the situation, of what someone else did or didn't do to your hair. And then, oh no, I'm not going to pay that much. I paid that much and didn't get anything done. Don't make the mistake of prejudging. Give that person a chance to get to know you and who you are, and ask your questions, and just, don't make that mistake. And don't come in with negativity. Negativity means just coming in without the open mind, just having negative thoughts, negativity, and you're just being just very calculated with, you know, what you're not going to do, instead of listening to what your hair really needs. Your mind is made up. I had someone one time that told me, she said, you know, I'm not going to get a treatment because, I'm I retired and I can't afford it. And I said, treatments are different costs. I said, do you know how much the treatment costs before you say you can't afford it? And she said, well, no, I don't know how much it costs. I told her how much it costs. She said, oh, I can afford that. So find out first how much something costs before you divorce it. You know what I'm saying? Know exactly what you're talking about before. And yesterday I was talking to a client. Well, I don't call her a client. She just came by, and she's cancer free. I look at it, she's someone, an acquaintance that I knew years ago, and me and her both had we were really trying to get our products out there. So I knew her early on, when I first launched Deserve, and she has a great product as well, and but it's not in the hair care. And so she said, I am cancer free, but I went and let someone put a texturizer in my hair. And I said, well, basically, they didn't put a texturizer in your hair. What they did was they put a relaxer in your hair and just used a bigger comb. She said, really? I said, yeah, because you probably didn't ask many questions. You just told her what you wanted. And she needed the money. And she took your money. And she said, well, basically, my hair got really straight. I said, because you had a relaxer. Um, oh, really? And I said, so you came here. I said, but I'm going to tell you the truth. And I don't even know where you at in your mind. I said, but most hairstylists who have customers who cancer free, they would recommend you're not even getting a relaxer, even if you didn't have a relaxer, they would recommend you just staying natural. That's less chemicals in your body. I said, so she called me and she said, well, I'd like to get an S curl. I said, that's another chemical. And you have the relaxer, but you want the relaxer now to curl your hair up, which is probably not going to happen. But what will happen is that your hair would be um, over processed. So a mistake that you would make. And so she just said, well, I just chop it all off. That's what I need to do. I said, well, first of all, you came in here and asked me, and I told you how the treatments would work for you and how we can really restore your hair. I would concentrate on better, of getting your hair to perform better, because you used to wear your hair set, and I would concentrate on your hair being healthy. I said, but you diagnosed yourself the results. What you did is approach me saying, well, I just could cut it all off. But you didn't really need to come to me to say that. You just would go somewhere and cut it all off. I said, I'm giving you a solution. So when someone is before you has done the research, don't cut them off and say, because one of the mistakes, my point is, one of the mistakes that sometimes clients can make is actually being the one who's acting as the stylist and the customer. I said, you only said that because of past experiences and what you think that someone would just tell you. I said, there's no reason to, you can rebuild your hair. There's no reason to do that. I said, so when you're in the right position, be a listener and not the one who's just really thinking of when to jump in and say something. So let's not make the mistake of not being a listener. And just when hairstylists come in different grades, they range from kindergarten to grad school. If you're in front of a grad school hairstylist, try to have as much intelligence and common sense as you can. If you're in front of a kindergarten hairstylist, it don't matter what y'all say, she's not educated or he's not educated, and y'all pretty much will be on the same level. You can say kumbaya, my lord, she gonna say, yeah, that's right. you know so because she don't care about the educated girl, let's just slap some in here and fill it up. So make sure you don't make the mistake of just coming to anybody just for the sake of it. And the third mistake is, as hairstylists, we can not further educate ourselves, and also we have to know what we're talking about, when we're talking, and who we're talking to. Let's make sure that we know who's talking. Hello, Yolanda Rocket, my sister, and Candace Adams and Darlene Ray. Darlene, did you have a good time yesterday, honey? You look so beautiful. Yes. Um, and Yolanda, after this, you have to go study. And you do, Yolanda. That's my beautiful sister. She's the eldest. Okay. I love to say that she's the eldest. I had a headache earlier. It's still kind of nagging me a little bit, but it's, praise God, it's not where it used to be. Darlene says she had a good time. Okay. But as stylists, we can make a bad decision by, I mean, there's several things as stylists we can do. First of all, we can give you a color when you don't need it. We can give you a relaxer when you don't need it. We can give you a color and a relaxer when you don't need it. We can also take customers that we should have gotten rid of years ago. We can also charge based upon what bill is due instead of a consistency charge. You give people what they got, and you don't up the price and lower the price and up and lower and up and lower. You don't confuse your clients because you have a gambling habit. Okay? You don't confuse your clients because your man left you and now you have to pay your bills. You have to be consistent in what you're charging. And if a client asks you how much you're charging, you should be able to type it out and show them on a piece of paper. There you go. That's what I charge. That's what you need to do. Um, Also, another mistake we can make is lack of communication and getting an attitude with our clients when they simply ask a question. It's okay if you don't have the answer. Let me say that again. It's okay if you don't have the answer. What you need to do is go and get the answer from someone that you can mentor. Okay? So I want everybody to realize that hairstylists are human beings. And another thing as hairstylists that we don't do, we do not um, sometimes we don't take care of our bodies right. Everything is about numbers and making sure we're taking care of our clients, and yet and still we're not taking care of ourselves. We're not eating right, we're not sleeping right, we're not exercising right. We need to take care of ourselves, and that way we can have a better fruitful attitude. And I'm speaking to the choir, honey, because sometimes my clients, I'm giving them snacks and they doing whatever, and I hadn't eaten all day. Now I do have some clients uh, that will say before they come, you need anything, or I'm gonna bring you this, I'm gonna bring you that. Candace, you used to bring me those what is that you used to bring me? Those jute, those energy frozen drinks or something. I don't know what you call it. And she would, like, if she's coming like that morning, and then I think sometimes she would bring me fruit. Shout out to my cousin Brenda. She brought me breakfast the other day. Smoothies. I don't think I would have ever got that. Candace Adams says smoothies. She would bring me smoothies. And when she comes in the salon, she starts to fold towels. She starts to um, wipe down seats. I had a client the other day. I adore and love her, but I was trying to do something on computer. She just standing there. I say, I'm wiping the seat for you. It's okay if you wipe the seat out for you. And because I'm always, but she's, go, Candace go get her this or that. I love to pamper my clients, but sometimes it doesn't matter. It don't hurt sometimes if we team up, um, and you know, help out a little bit. But what I do is the ones that don't mind, I really appreciate them. And because sometimes my body gets a little tired and I'm running because after COVID, there, we used to just say you can go to the shampoo bowl or you can go to the chair. Now we have to wipe, some of us, because all of us are not doing it. Everybody's like, the Lord, if God got it. Yeah, God gave you common sense. If you put your head in the oven, it's gonna cook. But is God gonna, you not Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego now, are you? Okay. So but sometimes uh we're doing so much more because we're trying to, and the numbers are going up with COVID. So we're trying so hard to keep things um just wonderfully, just going. We're just trying to make sure that clients feel safe. Okay. So the mistake that stylists can make, moving forward is also not furthering our education. Okay. And also not knowing when to leave a location. If that location is called, I stayed in the location in the name of Jesus 18 freaking years on Madison. Then I stayed in another location a little too long. And I mean, customers were leaving that second location on Poplar because they were afraid. And I stayed in that location a little bit too long. And people just scared because you had to go up to the elevator. And so you have to know when your location is not even safe for your clients. Know when to move and level yourself up. So that's another thing. Okay, let's say what to do when you see the signs of non-communication behind the chair. First of all, just have that conversation. Um, Try to ask for a great time to talk to the client, or it may be you, the hairstylist, a way like, let's see how we can hash this out and to see what is it that you really, really need. Because, like, I had one client and I love her to death, but I had to just simply communicate with her to move her time because the time that she had chosen, she would let a lot of people come in and she could come a little earlier. Now that she comes a little earlier, we get along just fine. Later, it would be just chaotic because she's super duper impatient. And so she's impatient just for the hell of it, you know. She's because if impatient was in a dictionary, her picture would be right there, you know. So that's how impatient she would be. And so one thing of keeping that communication going, it's like all about making sure that your customer uh feels like you even care. Okay. So I'm adding a little music because I want y'all to start I want y'all to start talking and typing in that how do you feel that this communication, how do you feel that we need to communicate? Because if you feel like I specialize in hair growth. So you feel like I'm not growing your hair fast enough, then instead of disappearing, say, Angela, can we talk about it? Can we let me do a little communication music. Can we talk about it? Is there anything we can do different? I'm trying to relax you. Communicate. Can we talk about it? And make sure that you're you're being respectful, but just let's talk about it. And then let's get it out. And then, hairstylist, if you can't do nothing, let them go. Let them go. But let's communicate. So when you see the signs, call a meeting and let's get it out before bitterness come into place. You know, sometimes stylist needs to talk to the hairstyle to the client, and sometimes the client needs to talk to the hairstyle, and just make sure that you're dealing with a stylist that is okay with communication, and that when you talk, that you are getting the results. That I mean, that it went well, and you do see them trying to do something different. Also, how to research and look for the best, your best needs. Once again, social media. Any tips out there, y'all? Y'all not saying nothing. So, um, make sure that you are researching, Googling, um, even ask them if y'all can come in one day and just sit. I had somebody just came in and sat and just wanted to just spend 30 minutes to an hour watching me. And honey, if you want to watch me, I have no problems because I don't have anything to hide. And make sure that while you're doing your research, that it's okay for you to, is it okay if I ask your customer how they like the service? And the client is not going to lie to you. They're going to tell you the truth because they're there, and they're going to tell you how it should go. So make sure that you're communicating with the actual, doing the research, communicating with the stylist. And is it okay if I ask a client how and what? And also make sure, because I have these little, uh, I let them fill out these. I have these forms, and I had it with Icon Hair Solution as Deserve, and they fill out the form, and this is amazing. So when they fill out the form, it's like, uh, they can ask the question. I mean, they can fill out the form, and I can get to know them, and it goes from there. So just make sure that you're asking, uh, the right, questions, and that you're able to see their work, ask them about products that they use, and just kind of, just see, ask them about their hours, because some people will go and see someone's work and then go like, our hours don't agree. Make sure that the hours agree. My sister goes to my sister Adrian. Yolanda goes to Adrian, and they needed to work out a good time for Yolanda and Adrian. Guess what? They communicated, and they found a good time, and they get along just fine. She put weave in her hair and didn't come back. I'm just kidding. But no, they worked out a good time, and they found a good, happy medium. Okay? So Candace Adams says, she says, ask to see their profile. And And you can ask to see their profile. A lot of people might not even have one. Uh, but if but if you have a profile, I'm gonna post this and ask to see their profile. Yes, that's what she says. Ask to see their profile if they do not mind. Like my sister, her and Adrian, they did wonderful. Hello, Tania Strickland. How you doing? We doing wonderful over here. We're talking about just that bridge of communication and are you getting what you need in the salon behind the chair? Yes, Candace Adams. Ask to see their profile. When they show you their profile, that's where it is. Um, and I love the fact how using my sister as that example and my client as that example of how I had to move her time because you have customers that will constantly like today I booked some clients and all of them wanted to come at the same time. This past week I wasn't very busy. Okay. Um, Next week is on like a pot of neckball. But I had to make sure that I was being detailed of booking people because I know, I mean, if you're gonna just let's take a client name out and just know who they are. Like one customer, that's Miss Rushy Rushy all the time. She got hair down her back, but she Miss Rushy Rushy. So I had to just tell her, no, I need you to come at this time because I had to understand who she was. So let's not get you at this time because we're not gonna be friends. Because you're gonna get on my nerves and you're gonna get on the client's nerves. And then we're gonna get on each other's nerves. So let's get along. No rushy rushy. I like her, but no rushy rushy. Okay. And then the other one, I always gotta pick up grandchild. I don't know what he darn mamas at because the grandmamas always getting the children. So all the grandmamas that come in gotta go pick up the kids because I don't know what the mamas is. We don't know what the dad is. Because the kids now, the adults now, where I grew up at, you took care of your business. But now they have this thing where they depend on their mothers. And when the mothers, grandmamas, when y'all retire, those kids automatically, they're supposed to be adults. They go straight to you because they really saving money. And they go straight to you. But I'm gonna give you a little hint. Make sure at least they put gas in your car. Make sure at least they paying to get your hair done. Cause see, they saving money. And make sure gas in your car and they getting your hair done and they slide in some lunch money. Cause they will hand you their babies with no food and they ain't even trying to feed their own kids. They're not saying, here, mama, here go at least for the whole week. Here go at least $60 because they're gonna be eating fast food or whatever. This little extra $60 for my child. So that's out the subject. So we're gonna get back on the subject. Yolanda R. Jones says, yes, that's me, always in a hurry. Are you in a hurry to die? So you should not be in a hurry to live. Make sure that you slow down and work with that person, Yolanda. Okay? Work with the person and then make sure that you take that stress off of you. A lot of people, we have so much stress built up because we cram in a lot of stuff and we're not planning or calculating and we just feel rushed. And our attitudes come into play because the rushy attitudes that we have, we want everybody to follow on that level. Am I right or am I right? Uh, what you say? You say I'm speaking the word, talking about them grandmamas. Mm-hmm. Grandmamas, I'm trying to get y'all a little money because sometimes we are just People can take advantage of us because they know we love them. How many out there get taken advantage of because somebody know you love, I love you, you love them. So they take advantage of you because they know love is there. Also, Candace Adams says, I meant to say their portfolio, pictures of their work, and styles before and after. And let the church say amen. That's something that I am always ready for. Before and after, I create books of transformations. Books. I've had people who maybe didn't know me and they said, I want to see this, this, or that. I'm able to show them. And while I'm able to show them, then they come like, oh, okay, your move. Now, do you want all of this? Because I came with mine. I've written a book, How to Get the Healthy Back in Your Hair, written by Angela H. Brown. I've written the book. I have the books of transformations. I have the forms for you to fill out. I have the products to restore your hair. I'm not God. I was reading in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, and it was really verse 16 in my devotion, but I read the whole thing. And it was saying that you are the water. You plant the seed, and then someone else is the water, but God is the grower. See, the water, the person that's planting, and then the person that's doing the water, they're in their purpose. See, I'm in my purpose when it comes to growing hair. So I'm planting when I create the products. I'm watering when I do the treatments. When you see hair growing, that's God. In that order. Without the growing, the water, the seed, the person that planted the seed and the water means nothing. Because if it don't grow, God's not in it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So the next thing is, do you love the prices over the results? I know some people who do not fool with me because of the prices. Because they love somebody telling them they owe 50 and 60 and 70 and all that other stuff. That's what they love. I don't know. But what I bring to the table is what I bring. Okay, remove yourself, Angela. It's not about me. So, do you love the prices or the results? I need some people to chime in. Do you love the prices over the results? Do you love the prices? Anybody? Do you love the prices over the results? Anybody? Anybody love the prices over the results? Anybody out there? In the comments, I'm watching, I'm listening. Do you love the prices or over the results? Because Yolanda says she need results. And I want to be comfortable in my prices. Yolanda says, Yolanda Rocket, let's get these Yolandas together. Yolanda R. Jones says, I need results. Yolanda Rocket says, I love the results. Darlene said, the results are what matters. Because the price don't mean nothing without the results. If someone charged me whatever, I don't, whatever price, if it's less or more, I still need the results. Point blank and period. I need the results. Also, I appreciate you ladies for even doing that and being honest. Now, if we got El Cheapo out here, just say you like the prices over the results. Because you know who you are. It's okay because we're not gonna judge you. I'm gonna judge you later. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna judge you because it's honesty. Candace says I need to see the results. Yes, everybody want to see results. Now, I had someone that told me, you don't have to do all that massaging me. You don't have to do all that. And she didn't want much. Over the years, I've watched her hair. She now lives in Texas. Her hair has gotten thinner and thinner and thinner. You can tell if a person wants results or not because of how you'll see the energy of the hair. You know, they'll just be going for the price or they just get stuck. And then that's where we need to start talking. I'll say. So the next one is keep talking and letting your inner feelings out over trying not to bother. So I'm going to stop sharing now. Okay. So what you need to realize is, did I have a little piece there? Here you go, right here. Need to come down. Okay. So what you need to realize is that you need to not, have the attitude where I don't want to bother, such and such, such and such. I won't, uh, I just don't want them to be mad at me. So don't do that. Still open up the communication. Do you know there are certain hairstylists that will give certain clients better service than other customers? I have had, and I ain't supposed to be telling y'all all this, so don't y'all get out. I'm gonna get y'all if y'all tell these stylists that I said something. But I've had hairstylists that said, I ain't gonna give I'm not gonna give my cheap customers your deserved products because they don't tip and they don't like to pay. I said, that's not fair. I mean, what? So they can't have the price? They said, mm-mm. I had another stylist that did it only on her hair and grew her hair down here because she said her customers was too cheap. And don't do that. Give your clients the results they need, and then customers, don't worry about being a bother. Go ahead and talk and get everything out that you want to get out. Don't worry about it. Get it going. Tell your hairstylist, this bothers me. Say for instance, if I'm on the phone the whole time or even the half time while you're in my chair and that bothers you. See, I take care of a lot of business. I don't be on the phone shucking and jiving unless my mama call and she having a moment, or she just, she's retired and she might well just talk. And I try to give her a little attention. Okay. And then I have to know when to cut out. I'll be like, okay, mama, I'm at work. And she'll be like, okay, baby, okay. But you know what? Pam said, okay, baby, okay. Ed said, but Johnny said, but I said, that's it. So she'll, okay, come back. Because sometimes, you never know when it's the last time you hear somebody's voice or not. But nevertheless, if you have a problem, and I kind of want to show my shoulder a little bit. Let me take this off. I want to show my shoulder. So there you go. So nevertheless, make sure that you are communicating it to your stylist and say, when you do my hair, I be wanting to kind of, talk with you. and you're always on the phone. Can you get your off the phone? I mean, don't say it like that, y'all. But what you want to say is I would love to discuss some things with you, but a lot of times you're on the phone. Is there any way I can get your attention sometimes? You really mean all the time, but sometimes. And they will listen to you and they'll be more conscious when you hit the chair. They'll be like, oh, I need to wrap this up. Or they'll make sure that they're not on the phone. It's simple. Because I be wanting to share things with you. I be waiting until my appointment time. And I just want to, and then they'll hear you and they'll get out the phone. Um, or, sometimes I need a treatment in my hair. And I've had clients that said, I don't want to say, what am I getting? I want you to tell me what I need. And when a customer come in like that, boom, I won't tell you I need a perm. I want you to tell me when I need a perm. But all my customers, I don't think they believe that because see, I'll drag their relaxer out until it's no more dragging. But just like me, I I'm overdue for a relaxer, but I won't get it because of the fact my the deserved products. I love how they give me that performance, and I don't really feel like I always need to go straight to the relaxer because it's the product. But my customers may feel different because they're feeling a little rude or something. I don't care if I love cushion. I like a little cushion. There's so many bald heads out there. I appreciate a little cushion. So I don't care, you know, but I have to make sure I'm balancing out that they're getting what they need, but not too soon, because a lot of people are natural. Darlene, you natural, Candace natural, I'm acting natural, So relaxers, I'm not saying they're gonna be extinct because they're not, but they're not. I used to buy every, I would say at least every 2 weeks, I was constantly buying relaxers. At least every 2 weeks back in the day. Now I buy relaxer. Sometimes it's every 2 to 3 months, because a lot of people are natural. Y'all believe that? Yeah. So now we're getting to the portion where let's go to, I can't wait. Let's go to, let me pull it up where y'all can win a prize. Anybody have anything to say? Because I would love to answer any questions. I want you to feel comfortable. We have a good time. We make jokes. We do what we do. But I really would love to hear from you guys. If you have anything, anybody new, just throw a thumbs up or something if you're new to this platform, because we are going to have the rest of a wonderful year. Any newbies out there? Anybody? You know, okay, you still in your shy mode. You don't want your hairstyle to see you on this platform. Okay. But let's go to, let me go back. And Candace, what's the name of this? It is time for us to give the giveaway. Y'all want to give away? So I'm excited about this. Let's pop it up to the giveaway. And when we do a giveaway, we ask questions and we choose 3 people for the giveaway, you guys. Y'all, I want to take my glasses out, look cute for a minute, but I'm gonna have to put these things back on. But let's see. Here you go. Here go the giveaway. Took me a minute, but I got it. Okay, ready for the giveaway. So y'all want a little music to go with y'all giveaway? Huh? Okay. So, in the giveaway, let's ask the question, um, what were at least three things in the questions that we talked about today? What was three things? What was three questions that we talked about? Three questions that we talked about. What were three questions? Three questions that we talked about. What we talked about? What's three questions that we talked about today? We talked about what? Because we're talking about, the best way to embrace this whole thing of, are you getting the results that you want from your hairstylist? Are you getting it? Are you getting the results? So what are the give me three things that you learned. Three things you learned, or three questions. What did you learn? Okay. Nobody learned them? I want you learn some. Just jump up there. Yeah, we add music in. Because y'all, I had a tough morning. And I said, I gotta do this right. Okay. Right, y'all. Let's be loud. Okay. Okay, I'm reading these questions. Music. I need you to calm down just a little bit, because we're coming into the hour where we're about to close and we want to give away something. And let's see if we can give away something. Yolanda R. Jones said, how to grow your hair? Pick a stylist. Ask the right questions to a stylist or your stylist. Candace Adams says, 3 discussed mistakes: the stylist, the client, and research. She said 3 things discussed: mistakes of the stylist, the client, and research. Darlene Ray says, make sure to communicate, work with your stylist on time with appointments, trust the results. Yolanda Rocket said, I learned to communicate with my stylist. And I need somebody to put in the chat, how many things did I say you had to write out? Yolanda Jones gave me 3. Candace Adams gave me 3. Darlene Ray gave me 3. Yolanda Rocket gave me 1. So, Yolanda, that's right, Darlene. I asked for 3. Candace says, go on, Angie, you're in your business. Yes, I am. So, Yolanda, that's huge for her, that communication. Because let me tell you something about my sister, Yolanda Rocket. She fires people all the time. I'm just kidding, y'all. And she don't say, I don't fire people. But she's like her boss in her own way. She runs things in her own way. That's what she do. She has a lot of people that can't breathe without her. We can't go on a vacation and she not take that laptop because of the fact she run things. So when she's communicating and she got it done, that's huge for her, because when people are used to being the boss, sometimes they're the decision makers. And then here go your friend Yolanda, the other Yolanda. She's talking about it's okay, Yolanda, rock it. Yes, that's what she said. But we have three winners, and the winners are Candace Adams, Yolanda R. Jones, and Darlene Ray. Are y'all cool with that? If you are cool with that, let the church say amen. All right. All right. Oh, all right. All right. So you guys, I hope this gave you a little bit Miss Coleman. How you doing? I'm waving at you, Miss Coleman. Miss Coleman, just act like you saw me at church today, okay? I had a mic range to say it was good to see you at church today. It was good to see you at church today. Um, Darlene Ray says, yes, thanks. So a special thank you to our three winners, okay? Yolanda R. Jones, Darlene Ray, and Candace Adams. And also to Yolanda Rocket, my sister, who I love, the elders. But you know what? The reason why I say that is because everybody always call me the eldest. They think that I'm older than Yolanda. Do I look that old? Candace says, thanks, Angie, and the way to go, ladies. Thank you, Candace, so much for you all. I wanted to put this message out here is because a lot of times we're not. I had a client, and I'm not gonna say her name, but God gives me discernment. How many out you out there get discernment, and because God gives He gives it to all of us. I feel, but anywho, I felt in my spirit. I hadn't done anything to her. I remember I had COVID, and I texted her that due to me having COVID, that I had to cancel her appointment, and that was earlier on this year. And what she did was she didn't text back or anything. I said, "Did you hear what I said?" I said I had COVID. And all my other customers like, "Oh my God, do you need anything?" I know they would have put it on the porch and then uh, ran like I don't know what road runner, but she did not communicate. Eventually, she left because I felt in her spirit that she was going to leave. But I would say to this lady, because she's older, communicate. Whoever you with now, communicate. But one thing I must say, she still uses Deserve products because her daughter bought it for her. So you with the other lady, but you still using it Deserve. Hey, so it's a lot of people don't realize that even though you may not be a tell, you still fooling with Deserve. So I love her, and I always will because sometimes people in your life for a season. Stylist, you got to be okay with that. So Yolanda R. Jones says, love this platform. We learned so much. Invited my friend to knit. Oh, did you? Thank you. Thank you, Yolanda. Also, Yolanda Rocket says, of course, you don't look the oldest. You're very beautiful. She says, I love you too. Yeah, but the world thinks I'm old, Yolanda. I know, sister, but we can't stop it. But you know what? Maybe I'm not looking so old. Maybe you're looking so young. So that's what we're going to say. That's our show for today, everybody. I thank God for you guys and y'all giving me life. And now I have to come out the clothes, and I have to go and figure out, because my sister, we supposed to go to dinner together. But I may just have to hang closer to the house. I need to go feed the family because I'm not allowed to be too much off from not being together because I have two men in there and a dog in there. Louis visiting with us. My son's he's a pet parent, so I'm gonna have to make sure everybody gets fed. So remember, to love on yourself, and remember that everyone needs a second chance at healthy hair. This has been a wonderful show. I thank God for you all. You have a blessed and wonderful rest of the family. And like I said, what Steve Harvey says, talk to God. He'd love to hear from you. Bye bye.
Talk hair, let's talk hair. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Let's talk hair.